While some never take the leap of faith when taking an ultra low-cost carrier like Spirit or Frontier, sometimes you just need to get from point A to point B. The ultimate question is, are the cheap carriers actually that bad? In this video, I share my experience of a Frontier Airlines flight from Raleigh Durham International Airport in North Carolina to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas on an Airbus A320. Stay tuned. I started my afternoon in a sunny Raleigh, walking through the beautiful terminal and then ultimately ending up in a packed security line. While there is just one security entry point per terminal, the line moves quickly. Raleigh is equipped with next-gen X-ray machines, which allows you to keep all liquids and electronics in your bag, which is obviously preferable. Before long, I had made my way through security. After security, I made my way down the escalator and took a left towards my gate D13. RDU is constantly adding new shops along their two terminals. My flight and Frontier's usual gates are close to the end of the terminal, so, after a while, I have finally arrived at my gate, where our aircraft was waiting. While I do like RDU, the blinds in the windows make observing aircraft extremely hard. Before I board, please consider subscribing to my channel. More flight reviews, including ones showing first-class products on major airlines, are on the way. Hitting that notification bell will let you know when similar videos release. Anyways, I thought it was interesting how strict Frontier was about their bag size policy on this particular flight. For some context, I was flying on a base ticket, with no carry-on included. This means I was only allowed a small personal item for free. While I had no problems, several passengers were quote-unquote caught and had to pay a ridiculous amount for carry-on luggage. If you do end up flying Frontier, make sure you know the exact sizing or else pay for a carry-on beforehand. For this particular flight, I was flying on an older Airbus A320ceo with an all-economy configuration cramming in around 180 seats. While there are rows of extra legroom seats, the rest are standard economy. As I entered the jet bridge, the tunnel was a bit backed up, but I ended up making my way towards my seat in the back of the plane. I was sitting in 26F for this particular flight, which is a window seat near the rear. Frontier does not offer free seat assignments, so if you want a window or aisle seat, be prepared to pay for it. As I watched the rest of the passengers pile in, I was reminded of Frontier Airlines' exclusive status as having the least on-time arrivals in the nation. While they're improving in recent months, there is still a lot of work to be done. After sitting down for a bit, I decided to take a look at the legroom and amenities that my seat offered. For some context, I'm 6'4", and the fit, well, I guess that's it. I technically fit. I had no breathing space at all, but then again, when you're tall and flying on a budget, what else can you expect? If you're under 6 feet, you will have no problems at all. And if you're over 6 feet, maybe invest in the extra legroom option, or else just suffer through the cramps like I did. The tray table was also small, but I wasn't too worried as I wasn't going to get a full-service meal on Frontier Airlines. But before long, we had pushed back and we were on our way to the runway. Before we take off, please consider hitting that like button. Liking and commenting on this video helps it reach the biggest audience possible, which is my ultimate goal in making reviews of airlines products. Anyways, here comes the takeoff. a smooth takeoff, I decided to take a look through the in-flight menu. As this was a mid-length flight, all of the options were available, including beer, wine, and a slew of non-alcoholic beverages, all of course for purchase. They obviously don't accept cash, so make sure to have your card handy. They also offer snacks with better value options marketed in bundles. The bundles seem to provide the best value, with drinks and snacks put together at a discounted price. I opted to keep my card in my pocket and take a look out of the window. Unlike Spirit Airlines, Frontier has an incredible complimentary service of water. Everyone aboard is offered a free cup of ice water, which feels too good to be true on such a flight. When looking out the window, something you'll also commonly notice on Frontier flights is the interesting livery designs. Frontier is on a mission to bring awareness to endangered species, and their aircraft even do so on their wingtips. Before long, we were already flying across the North Texas sky. While the advertised flight length is over 3 hours, the actual flight time is much closer to 2. Frontier just pads their time so significantly that delays are many times never felt in the actual arrival time. As such, our imminent arrival was not late, but technically early. In general, my flight today was a pleasant one, especially for the price. For $149, I received on-time transport across the country, even if it was done in a no-frills manner. And sometimes, you just need to get somewhere on a budget. If that's you, Frontier Airlines is a solid choice. You'll need to make sure you understand their baggage policy and hope you don't get stuck in their always present delays, but besides that, you're getting airline service at a fraction of the cost. By this time, we had landed and we were on our way to the gate. While we taxi to our gates, please consider supporting the production of this content more personally with a channel membership. For a small fee, starting at just 99 cents, you get behind-the-scenes access and direct input into my video making process. I've got a growing Discord server that you can join and engage with aviation enthusiasts from across the globe. If that isn't something you're interested in, just hit that like button. It'll help this video reach a broader audience. Anyways, as I walked off the plane, I remembered how, even half a century ago, air travel was inaccessible to a lot of people. Airlines like Frontier and Spirit, as much as we might say we hate them, have brought air travel to new generations that otherwise would have never been able to experience the marvelous feat that is flying. For that, I am grateful. Flying cheap can truly happen, and airlines like Frontier think that they can make a profit from it. Do you think they'll succeed? Do low-cost carriers have a long-term financial future? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. I'm always excited to hear what all of y'all have to say. Anyways, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next.